Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, coming here from Beckleys Camping Center today to show you, dealing with the Tab 400 by New Camp, how to utilize the new Nautilus system that they've installed on it. For more information on this system, this camper, or any other RV for that matter, be sure if you call, if you email, or if you stop by Beckleys Camping Center, you do ask for Paul, the Air Force guy. If you'd like to reach out to me, contact information is down below this video as well. But let me get on to how this system works. So now this is what the Nautilus system looks like. As you can see, you have a nice bright light over here. Now this light, the nice thing about this light is that you could set it for on, you can have it off, or you can set it for a motion sensing for where to come on. So when you open the door, it senses motion, it'll come on, which I believe is probably the best for you. Now, you're going to be bringing your water hose up through, there's a little area here for you to bring your water and cable through here. Highly recommend that when you do that you put some brass wool in there to keep the critters from coming up. Once you learn how this system works, you are going to absolutely love it, in my opinion. Now, make it very easy for you for low point drains. You have low point drains right here, both hot and cold. I'll show you a little later about the low point drains on the inside, where when you're going to winterize, you're going to want to open those valves as well. Now, this is going to be for your outside shower. You're going to have both hot and cold water. It actually has a quick disconnect for your hose, and that way there you can bring it out, use it. It's great for multiple sources when even when you're emptying and you need to rinse out your sewer hose. So a great little location for your outside shower. So that's right here. Mentioned earlier about bringing your water hose up. This is where you're going to hook your water hose up. Talked about cable. Now you have a cable connection here, and then it shows you satellite. As I'm going to show you on the inside, the cable is not connected for satellite, so it is not wired for satellite, although it does have a connection port for it. Next, on this side here, what you have a water pump switch, and you'll be able to tell when it's on. Nice thing about having the water pump switch out here is, let's say that you're boondocking, meaning you're not hooked up to any water or any sewer or electric and so forth, or really if you're not hooked up to water is really the critical part. You're able to go ahead and turn that on. You don't have to run inside. If you wanted to use your outside shower, you don't have to run inside to turn the water pressure on. So just quite nice to have that there. This switch here, I am told, is not connected to anything at this time. What they're going to use it for later, have no idea at this point. So that's that area. Next, what you have is this little black area here. This is where you're going to be hooking up. This is where your black tank rinse is. So after you empty your black tank, you're going to hook up garden hose. I recommend a garden hose. Do not use your regular drinking water hose for that, because that way there, if that check valve in there were to have an issue, you don't want that backing up into your drinking water hose. But you're going to use that to be able to rinse out your water heater. I'm sorry, not your water heater, your black water tank when you're emptying it. So that is a great way of rinsing it out, keeping it clean. Something I recommend you do when you're done emptying your black tank, throw a little bit of water in there, put some chemical down your toilet. That way there, as you tow it going home, it'll slosh around and keep your black tank from having odor issues as well as sensor issues. Next, I know a lot of people look at this and they think, oh my God, this is going to be difficult. But in reality, it's very, very simple. As you can see, for every explanation, they're showing you exactly how to put your valves. So what you're doing is, if you're dry camping, which means you're going to be using your water pump, you're going to have your freshwater tank full, all you're going to do is you're going to position these just like that, just like the picture says. So while you're hooked up here to your to your city water here, and you want to go ahead and fill your freshwater tank, that's what the power fill is for the tank. You just set them in it would actually be this way, and you can actually fill your freshwater tank using your city water connection. You also have, if you're on city water, then what you're going to do is you're going to have it set up like this. If you're going to winterize, you're going to have it like this. And then if you want to sanitize siphon it from your water tank, then you're going to have it as such. So it's very, very simple for you to utilize. I love this system. They've been using this on some Grand Design products for years, and it's been very successful, and I think that you're going to enjoy it as well. Now, in order to get to the back side of the Nautilus system, you're going to need to come inside, and you see where the bedding is. You're going to need to remove these. Let me show you what you need to do. So first off, you're going to go ahead and remove the mattresses, and then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get a screwdriver, and you're going to need to remove the 2 screws to remove that panel right there. Now with the panel removed, now you're able to get to the back side of the Nautilus system if you needed to. This area is also where your water pump is. Now on your water pump, highly recommended that you check this filter that's on your water pump on a regular basis to make sure that it's not clogged. Sometimes that plastic piece also ends up being cracked and causes issues. Now you actually have 2 places for low point drains. As you saw earlier, I showed you on the outside where you have the low point drains for hot and cold. I'd recommend that you come in here, and you can see the little yellow valves right here, little tabs. There's one there and one back there. So one for the cold side as well as one is for the hot water side. Highly recommend that when you winterize that you drain your system at that location as well as outside before you actually put the antifreeze in your system. Now if you recall, when we were looking on the front side of this Nautilus system, you saw where the cable connection was, and then it also had one for the satellite. Now right up in this area here, you'll see that the cable has a cable connected to it, and that's going to go to your TV. That way there, if you hook in cable to it or a regular antenna, you're going to be able to watch TV through that. The satellite one does not have anything connected to that. So if you were going to connect the satellite to the system, you have to make sure that you would complete the connection from this port to your TV using the proper cable. And of course, you're going to have your satellite box as well. Now also under here, this is your Aldi control for your temperature. So this will control how hot you're going to have the system getting for you, and mainly that is something that you need to be concerned with for the water. Now I'll leave a video down below, a link showing you how to adjust this in the event that your water is not hot enough for you. And you're going to do the same thing here. Luckily with this one, it's in a much better location. Now, just to be clear, this area under here, this is not for storage, and that is the reason why they screw it down. If you decide that after you remove it that you don't want to leave the screws in it, that is totally up to you. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, how to operate the Nautilus system on the 2021 Tab 400. Hope you found the video helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you're liking what I'm putting down here. Have any questions, by all means put it down below the video, or reach out to me. My contact information is down below the video as well. And remember one important thing. Be sure that you ask for Paul the Air Force guy if you stop by, if you call, or if you email Beckleys Camping Center. Thank you much, and I'll be back at you again soon. Take care.